Hey, what's going on everyone? It's me, Mr. Mario, and today I'm going to be showing you all how you can fix a stuck drive issue. This is primarily for Xbox and Xbox 360 consoles, although honestly any type of drive which has, a opening tray such as this can be fixed using this same method with little to no issue. So the fix we're going to be doing here is we're going to be replacing the drive belt. I know there's ways that you can clean these up, you can somewhat restore the drive belt's condition, but honestly these things are so cheap that you might as well just replace it. Right here I end up getting a pack of about 100 from China for less than $10, so really for just a few cents you can end up fixing your sticking drive. So first of all, you're going to need your drive, and let's go ahead and rip this open. Now this is a original Xbox Samsung drive I'm looking at. Yours might be slightly different, but all we need to do is get the drive open. Once you have opened up the drive, make sure that you have both the top and the bottom removed. So however you're going to do that, there we go. So now at this point we have full access to the top of the drive as well as the bottom of the drive. And this is going to be very important because we are also going to need to open this up. Generally the way you can open up these drives is if you're able to find essentially the latch that opens and closes it. I found it right here. I'm just going to gently push that. Kind of do it on this end, there we go. And once you do that, you're able to unlock your DVD drive tray. So that is giving us the access we need. We can flip this over and open it up to whatever point you feel comfortable, but really we just need full access to this right here. These are the gears that we're going to clean up a little bit, and this is going to be the old belt that we're going to replace. So thankfully this is really easy to take off. First of all, just take the old belt and remove it like so. You could even just use your finger for the whole thing if you want, and just make sure you remember which two gears it's going to be at. So this is what the belt looks like. It just looks like a really strong rubber band, which is essentially what it is. So you can take this and put it over to the side because we're not going to need it again. The second thing I would recommend doing is here, go in, take a Q-tip and some isopropyl alcohol and clean these up, these two gears at minimum. You could also clean up the other surrounding gears if you want to. This one doesn't look all too bad, thankfully, but I generally just like to do this. And opening up the tray back and forth definitely helps this out. So once you got that about as clean as you want, you can go in and clean up the rest of the tray as well too. Again, thankfully this one surprisingly does not look bad. But I'm going to clean up a few other portions of this. Now, one thing to note is if you are cleaning this with rubbing alcohol or isopropyl alcohol, you want to make sure that does stay away from your new drive belt or your new drive band, whatever you're calling it. The reason being is just because alcohol with rubber, it's going to weaken the rubber, so that's not what you want. But once it is sufficiently dry, all you need to do is take your new drive belt, right here, that's the one that we're using. Might be a little hard to see on camera, but mind you, it is right there. And what I generally do is I just kind of take it and pop it around as such, and then I run this a few times. And at this point, we can close the tray and lock it. So there you go. At that point you have successfully replaced it, and at this point you should hopefully no longer need to bang on the top of your disk drive every single time you want it open, or have to make sure you keep a disk in there in order to have it open and close cleanly. Again, I am going to have links in the description for drive belts such as this, and I would recommend getting them in a pack just because if you want one, you can pay like $1 for it, but if you end up paying $8 or $9, I mean, you can get 100 of them easy enough. So even if you have to replace them in other drives, you already have bands on hand. Anyways, this is Mr. Mario signing off. Thank you all for watching, everyone. If you enjoyed this video, a like would absolutely be appreciated, and if you didn't like it, a dislike is fine as well too.